Hey everyone, it's Matt with Redline Studios here in New York, here with another Take Two Tuesday. Take Two Tuesdays are where I'm going to revisit old projects, on-set incidents, and mistakes in the edit room that I would do differently if given the chance all over again. I'm hoping that if I revisit some of the mistakes I made along the way, or ones I've witnessed friends and colleagues make, you can avoid them. You can thank me later, or just send me a check in the mail once you make it big. Today's Take Two topic is the weakest link. Trust your gut when hiring crew. You know that saying, you're only as strong as your weakest link? Well, in film and television, it couldn't be more accurate. I've produced for a lot of big networks and big corporate clients over the years, and there have been times where I was forced to hire people not because of their skill, but because they were on the right side of politics. And every single time, it hurt the production. Now, since I love movies, there's a quick reference that comes to mind from the movie The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. There's a moment in the end where the killer explains how easy it is to get people to ignore their instincts because they don't want to seem rude. It's hard to believe that the fear of offending can be stronger than the fear of pain, I recall him saying. And that is exactly how it goes in production too. People ignore their gut because they don't want to rock the boat. Let me give you a real-world example of a time I didn't trust my instincts and it really cost me. The project was a proof-of-concept narrative film with a really good budget, prosthetics, stunts, a big cast, tons of moving parts. I had hired about 95% of my usual proven people, but a couple of folks really wanted me to bring in a few new people. I personally didn't think they were experienced enough, but at the same time, I didn't want to seem difficult. So I said yes. Huge mistake. The project relied heavily on a lot of moving camera shots, all pre-planned, storyboarded with choreography and a lot of preparatory work. My usual jib operator, who is one of the best in the industry, wasn't available. And instead of pushing my dates, I ended up hiring someone that was recommended through another friend who I didn't know. Day one, I get a call from my DP. "Where did you find this guy?" he says. I ask why. "He doesn't know how to build his own equipment," I'm told. I show up on set and yeah, he's basically drowning, stressed, and he tries to quit on the spot. So I call everyone I know, no one else is available, and I'm stuck with someone who basically owned a bunch of gear but had no idea how to operate it. Owning equipment doesn't mean someone knows how to use it. It was a huge lesson. The fallout. We had to scrap most of my camera moves. Months of planning, storyboarding, choreography, gone. What was meant to be dynamic, cinematic shots became locked off static frames. It completely altered the tone and quality of the project, and honestly, it hurt its chances of moving forward. Looking back, I should have absolutely moved my shoot dates. Now, with a crew of 100, it might seem crazy to move 99 for one, but in this case, it would have made a difference. Or I should have changed my scenes to something simpler. But again, this was on location and easier said than done. And the number one mistake I made is I ignored my gut and I paid the price. So the lesson to be learned, when you are crewing up, especially for something of your own creative work, trust your instincts, be picky, be difficult, protect your vision, because you really are only as strong as your weakest link. And one bad hire can derail an entire project. I learned that the hard way, so now hopefully you don't have to. I hope you enjoyed this Take Two Tuesday moment. Although it's difficult to revisit the past and be critical about our own work and mistakes we might have made, I am often comforted by the idea that really there are no bad decisions, just good ones and ones that we learn from. Do you have a valuable production mistake you learned and you'd like to share it here? Please send it to me at insideredlinestudios@gmail.com.